Dadaism wasn't started in a studio or in a classroom. It was started in a public meeting place like a pub. During 1916, Zurich, Switzerland was awash with a lot of different political survivors. Because it was neutral, a lot of artists, deserters, and refugees were flocking there due to the neutral territory. It was during a time of huge political upheaval. People were not doing well. They lost a lot of their family members. People didn't have resources and they were coming home with their minds and bodies broken. How do you contradict cultural norms when you're an artist? What kind of political power do you have? Dadaism comes from Dada, the French German term for hobby horse. It was meant to reflect the movement's playful style. A group of people opened something that was called Cabaret Voltaire, which was part bar, part performance art space. They started making work that they deeply cared about. It was the culmination of all these nationalistic and maybe idealistic ideas that they had of who they were and what their culture was leading up to the war, and feeling betrayed by those same institutions. No matter how much Europe tried to portray that it was this civilized nation, they just witnessed the absolute atrocities of what happens when you have a large scale war and what it does to the people and the economy and the culture. Who's left but the survivors? Maybe not all of them, but the majority of society had trusted the government to take care of them. In this case, the people suffered for the government's decisions. The governments that they trusted to protect them just sent them to be slaughtered. So why were we then still supporting a system that fed us to the wolves? Dadaism wasn't nihilism for its own sake. It really was questioning that if you can take your own people and put them in trenches, gas them, is the irrationality of an honest reaction actually nonsense? Therefore, Dadaism in its own way became a way for the artists to tell their own truth and the truth of society, which is nothing is as it appears to be, and we only find value in what we put value on. The refusal of these norms ended up being the face that these artists portrayed. This rage against society needed faces, and in my next video, I will go over the artists and their work that impacted the movement most significantly.